Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to another video of Dyson Sphere Program. Oh, 10 actually gives a full stack of 20. Because it does 2 at a time. Right, anyway, that's good. We've got those making. I've got logistics in here. We've got the sorter Mark 1. And I've got conveyor belts as well. You start off with 20 of those and 5 sorters. And then in here, I've also got the storage Mark 1 as well, which is a rather handy little machine. We'll go and get that one in a minute, though. I'm not going to get that just yet. Oops, didn't want to do that. Automatic metallurgy, research complete. Unlock the smelter. Conveyor belt and sorter over here. Now, these are a little bit different. I'm not going to bother reading that one out because I know what it's going to say, and you'd rather watch me do it than just me kind of waffle on endlessly about nothing. So you take the conveyor belt like that, and that will actually...
When putting a conveyor belt, all you need to do is determine the starting point and the end point of it. In addition, use the up arrow key to lift up one level, and use the down arrow key to drop down one level after the conveyor belt is lifted. Press keypad 0 to reset the construction height of the conveyor belt to the ground. If you don't want the conveyor belt to be attached to the building, you can try holding down the shift key.
Right, that's where my items are out to there, and that's where I'm going to bring it. Now, the one thing with the conveyor belt is that once you... it's directional. I don't think you can change the direction of the conveyor belt after you've gone and built it. And I did find that to be a little bit inconvenient and a bit of a jolly nuisance, to be honest. But, yeah, you can work around it. Now, I'm going to do 10 of these, and it's actually going to make 30 conveyor belts. So I'll produce that. I'll produce another lot there. So I've got 60 conveyor belts being made altogether. I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to pull out another 50 of them, and it's already come out here onto the belt. I'm not going to go any further than this. You can just run through belts. Belts don't actually do anything at all. I'm going to just gather these trees, right-click through the various trees in here like that, and just clear a few of them out of the way. I just want a little bit of space, that's all. And then we can start doing something about what's going on here. Now, I want to make smelters. And that's what we're going to do. We can now build smelter. I got 3 of these. So I'm going to build 2 smelters right here. I'm going to do 1 there.
You have a building without recipe set. Please set the recipe you want. After selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the recipe and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe. You built a smelter, which can smelt basic materials, such as iron ingots and copper ingots automatically, while you want to make the raw materials and products get in and out of it autonomously. You need to use sorters and conveyor belts.
Right. The thing we've got to remember with this is we don't want to smelt all of this into iron bars. So if I go into the smelter in here and select the recipe, I can choose to make iron ingots or magnets. And I'm going to make 1 of each. So I'm going to have iron ingots going into that one.
After selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the recipe and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
Right, the demolition mode is actually quite quick. It was a lot faster just doing the demolition there than it was doing anything else. So the conveyor belt doesn't go into the building. You gotta have a sorter Mark 1, and this is basically the Factorio equivalent of
the sorter
an
is
inserter.
A transportation connector of cargoes between facilities. It will automatically transport them as long as the supply facility and the receiving facility are bridged.
Like that. So that's bridged between there, and I have another one, and I'm just going to click that onto the end of the conveyor belt there, and then I click it into there, and it will start picking up the materials and dropping them into the smelter, just like that. It's that simple. I don't need to do anything else with it. So then out of this side, to come out of the smelter, I can't like auto feed on a belt. What I've got to do instead is I've got to I can't put it in there. It's too close. It doesn't work. So I got to actually come out a little bit and then bring that on out like that. Now, I'm only going to take it a little short distance at the moment, and then I'm going to put one of these. Now, if I was to put it here, that's not going to work. It would want to take it from the belt and place it too. You've got to always click on the item you want first. So I want the smelter, and then come out of that output right there, and that drops it down. So there we go. So I've put that one out, and now I've got the magnetic coils on here. Now, at the moment, everything is just a square with a picture on the top. They may change that in the future. I don't really know. I seem to recall that Factorio looked a bit like that to start with. It's fine. It's not going to make any difference. So I'm just going to bring both of them out with a little short distance like that. We'll drop in a sorter and put that one down as well. And out that one goes, and there I've now got plain iron bars. Now, probably it'd be handy to have some storage for that, so we'd want some storage Mark 1, and we want a storage container on each of these. I don't know if that's something that we actually want right now. It may be beneficial, it may not be. I mean, the main reason it'd be beneficial is so that we can go along and we can hook something out of it. So if I go in here, I can make 20 of these things. So I'm going to go and make myself 5 storage containers right there. And it's going to go and make a whole load of them in here. 5, well, that's enough to be starting us off with, just to set things in motion. And double click on that one like that. Well, I could have just clicked on it from in here, but anyway. Right there, I can make 51 of them. I'm going to make 10 sorters like that. I get 1 each time. So I'll click on there and make 10 sorters, and I'm going to go on there with the conveyor belts. I got 55 conveyor belts at the moment. I'm going to make another 10 of them, just so that we've definitely got enough of those. I've now got all kinds of extra treats coming along. Let's go back into the tech tree and have a look at some of these extra bits. We've got improved logistics, steel smelting, stuff like that. I want to start working my way down through this entire line of jobs and things that we've got in here. Now, those, we're not up to that yet. We got mechanical frames. I'm not making electric motors yet. Haven't gotten to steel or to circuit boards. So I've got none of this stuff that I can actually go and do with the upgrade section. We're looking at electromagnetic matrix, and that is those right there. So I want to activate that one, and I've already got them in my inventory, so we just got to literally wait for that to cycle through. In the meantime, I'll go in here into logistics. I'll take that one out of there, and I'll run out a conveyor belt from there and drop that down just like that. Next, we'll do what we've already done. We go to production, we go to smelting. We'll drop a smelter down on that side over there. And you can see the soil pile over here. It's now 10.6k. Still not 100% sure what that bit does. What it's for, I don't know. There you have unlocked the Matrix Lab, or rather the Center Brain Connector, and you use it to upload matrices to the Center Brain to obtain more technology. It's quite a useful thing, that. Right. I want to go to logistics, and I want one of them. Drop that in so that I'm smelting in there. And I have also got to make sure that I've got a recipe selected, which is going to be that recipe right there. Then we're going to take a Tesla coil from in here. I don't have any, so I need to build some. I can make 11 if I got 3 right there. So I'm going to build 2 lots of 3 like that. And we'll leave it at that. So now I've got the Tesla coils in here, and I can bring that one out, and then I've got that making. Right, that's fantastic. Then I go over to here. And I have a belt over here. I'm just going to run that out a little bit there, like that, and then I'm going to stop that one as well. Check our current fuel. We're doing fine for fuel at the moment. We don't need to worry about that. So I've got a little bit of extra time. I'm going to drop that plant material that I've got there into the fuel generator that we have. And I go back to logistics again, because I nearly forgot to do this, and drop that one out onto the belt. And then I wanted to just have a storage mode, like just one storage facility for each of these items that we've made. So I've got that one there.
You built a storage, which can be used to store cargo. You can manually store or use the sorter to automatically stock the cargo.
Drop in one each of those. I'm also going to have a bit of storage for each of the ores that we've got as well. So everything that we're making, we're also going to have a storage facility, just packing some away somewhere for future use at a later date, just in case we want it. We don't even know if we're... I'm assuming that we're going to want it. I'm assuming that we're also going to want some ores, so just like at the moment it's literally a just-in-case situation. As I've said, I've not played this game as much as quite a lot of people have no doubt played this game, but generally speaking, I know the basics of it. I'm pretty sure to start with you actually had to select what that sorter was moving, although I'm not sure about that. So there was an update, so whether that's been updated or not, I don't really know. That one's working in there. We'll drop you in, and we will put you in over there. So now everything is loading. I'm loading up 5 storage containers. Loading everything up that I can in there. We've done our research over here for the electromagnetic matrix solar collection over there. I need 200 of the science matrix to be able to do that, so it's not something that I'm doing just yet. I'm going to keep working down here. Basic assembling processes, and activate that one. I need to make myself some more stuff in here. Go to our components, and it's the gears that I am after, so I'm going to produce 10 of those. And then I've run out, and the reason I've run out is because I need to go over and either I get some iron that's coming out of this one, or I just run in here and grab a little bit out of that one in there. And I can go in here, and I can also grab another 30 of those. I could put down more smelters if I want to. At the moment, things are slowing down. If we have a look in here, generation capacity 1.2 megawatts, consumption demand is 2.1 megawatts. So really what I want to focus on next is bumping up the power grid. And I'm going to do that by going in here, basic assembling processes, research complete. Unlock the assembling machine Mark 1. Oh, it's not giving me anything extra on there. So our wind turbines in here, I can make 8 at the moment, and that is all. I got 71. I've got loads of copper. I got some of these. I must have to physically go and make some more of these, would be my guess, because I can only make 8 of them. I'm gonna make 5 of those bad boys right there. It is manufacturing these for me. So what am I short on that I need to go and build? Is it some... I think actually it's iron ore. I don't think I've got enough iron ore to be able to go and fully make everything that I need to make in here. Because I'm possibly going to want more than that. Let me go back to... Well, rather than going to iron ore, I'm going to go to these, because these are made for me. So if I drop in there, if you shift-click them in like that, so you get all of those going in there like that. And I'm going to come over this way, and I'm going to do the same with there. I'm going to shift-click in 100 of them. I've still got 34 of those, but that's the magnetic coils that I'm going to want. I'll go with that storage up there. I'll take 100 magnetic coils. Now, I'm a bit limited on storage in here, so we could do with some more storage soon. We'll bring up our replicator. Now we'll have a look. And now I can make another 21. So I'm going to produce another 5 of those. So now I'm just having to manufacture the gear wheels and those in order to make everything that I want to make. That's making it in there. I'll let that carry on. I've got basic assembling process here. What we've got left is fluid storage encapsulation. I need 50 of those. I've got this one. I need 50 of those. It's high efficiency plasma control and electromagnetic drives. I need another 50 of them. So I need to be able to start making them next. And I've got the tech for that. That's under the research section. But we'll deal with that in a minute. I want to take care of our power problems first. So we're going to run over this way. Like this. And I've got more copper over here. Like there is an awful lot of copper and stuff like that. I've got extra bits over there. I love the map as well. Like, click on the planet thumbnail here. This is the planet.
In the planet view mode, you can hold down the middle mouse button, drag, rotate the angle of view, and hold down the right mouse button, drag to roll the angle of view. Press N key to point to the front to the North Pole.
Point front to the North Pole. Right, we press N.
In the planet view mode, slide the mouse wheel to enter the star map mode.
All the way around here. So there's our planet, and we may drain this one of resources. I don't know if we go on to other planets in order to drain other planets of resources as well. But if I zoom out like that, this is our solar system right here, and that's our star in there. Requires drive engine 2. So I don't know how far this goes, whether I like build and I go to Capella over here. So I don't know if I can extract anything on that. Unreachable requires drive engine 2. So I'm not sure if I like extract resources from other planets in this. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. This is kind of pushing towards the limit of how far I've gotten with the game. I haven't done much more than this. I stopped playing because I thought this is really, really cool. I want to make a series out of this. That is going to be a lot of fun to play. So I'm going to bring that one over to there, and then we're going to go on out and do another. And you can see this soil pile. I have no idea. I haven't yet found any reference to the soil pile or found any use for it or what it might be for or anything like that. So I'm assuming that it does something. That is a natural assumption to go and make, I would guess. But what that might be, I haven't got a clue. Now, we'll bring you out this way. So I'm trying to keep this all snapped to a grid. In there, like that. Because I'd like it all to be on a square. Keep this on a perfect grid all the way through. And there. Right. That'll do for a minute. So now if we go and have a look. Power load 63, strength 100%, 300 kilowatts coming off there. Generation capacity 3.3 megawatts, consumption demand 1.7 up to 2. We're doing all right at the moment. Now I don't have batteries on this, so we potentially are going to want to do something about that in the future, but right now I definitely don't need to worry about it. Now, needs a foundation support, so I can't go and put one there. Over here is coal, and potentially that might get in the way of harvesting that coal. But I'm going to risk it. I can always dismantle it. So put another one in there, and then I'll go and put one more over there like that. And that's it. That is all of my wind turbines. That is every single one that I own. There's an awful lot of wind turbines, but this is good. We want lots of wind turbines. So next up, if we go to research in here, I have got a matrix lab. Centerbrain's connector used to produce matrices and research technologies. More matrix labs, the faster the production and research speed. So I'm going to take that one there, and I'm going to drop that one. I'm going to bring that one over this side, and I'm going to drop it right there. It's quite away from everything else, but we're going to want some
Matrix
other
Lab.
things.
You can use it to make super matrices, or research technologies that require them to unlock. The super matrices are the source code of the center brain for maintaining the homeworld. You could upload as many super matrices to the center brain as possible. You can be benefit to unlock more actual world technologies by operating the homeworld simultaneously.
Right, now I got a load of trees here, kind of in my way at the moment, so I wanna get rid of some of these. So I'm just going to string together, shift click on several of them like that. Get them out of the way. I mean, he seems to sort of do everything that we want him to do anyway. Without worrying too much, you know, without things getting to be too much of a problem. So if I shift-click there and then there, once he's gone and done this little bit over this side, he'll go back through and he'll pick them up. And, oh, I've picked up some organic crystals there. Just realised. Not sure where I'm getting them from. Are they coming from the plants, maybe? I don't know. Right, anyway. What I want in here is this one. I need to produce... Now, I can either produce these matrix crystals, science matrix, or I can research them. I can choose research mode, or I can use produce mode. So, I'm going to go produce mode to start with, because I want to actually manufacture those right there. In order to be able to build them, I need to be supplying circuit boards and magnetic coils. Well, that's easy enough. to make circuit boards, well, to make a magnetic coil, I need to be able to supply a magnet, and I need to be able to supply copper to a manufacturing machine. So we'll take an assembler. We've got our basics, and I've already got them being made into some chests and stuff in here. So I'm going to dump down an assembler over here like that. I'm going to go and click on that one. I'm going to go into here with a recipe and say magnetic coil. Right, now I've got the basic materials to come along and do that one already. I got one right in here. Right, what are you... Why are you... Oh, you don't have materials. I don't have enough materials coming out onto this belt. So, what I need to do next, then, is... I'd guess, yeah, we'll go with getting an extra mining machine here. We're all right over that side, but just in here, I don't quite have enough coming out because I've got a storage there, and I've got these other bits, and I want that storage to be working. Although there is another option. There is I'm going to want more mining drills, so it's not like I'm doing anything unusual there. But no, what I'm going to do, so you can set the filter on here, so it only does, you can then have mixed goods on one belt. No, I'm going to go to dismantle facility. And I'm going to dismantle that sorter like that. I'm just going to remove it. Now, that doesn't completely get rid of it. It just, like, pops it into there. So I'm going to go on the belt, and I'm going to put that one in on there, on that side. But then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to bring that one, and I'm going to pop it back out on that side. So it's putting stuff into the sorting facility, and then it's putting it back out again. And... that, I'm absolutely fine with it doing that, because it will come up to here, and then that one won't actually be able to place down unless there's a gap in the conveyor belt to allow it to go through. So we will slowly start pulling stuff off and filling this one up at the same time as doing other jobs as well. Don't think I need to worry too much about taking anything extra just yet. I'll leave that. I'll worry about pulling these off. Okay, so that's working just fine in there. And then I've also got the iron in. I'm going to leave the iron in this side. I'm going to essentially do the same thing on these. So if I just have that one a minute and I dismantle that sorter, we'll then go in here. We will build a sorter, so go there and there. And then I'll output and I'll bring one out onto here. I think that's just going to be a slightly better way of doing this. I need to put in another one of them. Another Tesla tower and bring in. So that's got the iron that I want to have out. So I want to have a conveyor belt and a sky. I've got to start it from that side. I'm going to bring that one over to there. It's going to go to that bit like that. Go any further than that. I'll just leave it there. And then over here... right, so you in here, I need to get the magnetic coils coming over, and I also need to have the copper ingots. And the copper ingots coming from here. So I'll do exactly the same as I've done with the others, and we'll eventually go through and do all of them like that. Dismantle a sorter. There. Sorter goes in on that side, and then it comes out on that side over there. That'll do me very nicely indeed. And then I can take logistics belt. And I run it out. I'm just wondering which way I should do this. Just bring it in like that. Now, one thing I don't think you can do is I don't think you can split belts. I don't know. I'm going to find out, actually. Let's cancel that one. Can I split the belt? If I go out that way. No, you cannot split belts. It might be something that we can do later, but certainly at the moment, I cannot split the belt. What I can do is I can now join that back in that way. And then it will go back in there, and then that's absolutely tickety-boo. So I need more of these sorting facilities now. I've gone and used them all up. So I'll double-click on that one, and I'll go into there, and I can make 62 of these. So I'm going to go 10, 20 of those. In there like that. It's going to go and make up the rest of the ones that we might need. And 8 in there. So I can go and take that one and I can drop that in and there. Okay, excellent. Now, power. I need another Tesla coil. That one I'm going to drop right in the center of there. And I got everything going in here now. We've got everything that we could possibly want in order to make them. We've got 2 magnets coming into every 1 piece of copper, and that's making magnetic coils. So I'm going to want those to come out. Over this side in a matrix lab, I need those magnetic coils to build that one up. And then I've also got to go and build something that uses circuit boards. So I need more of the copper coming out. Now, this is where I'm wondering how I should do things. Whether I should be taking it out of the storage, out the other side of the storage, or if instead I should be just extending that conveyor belt out and bringing it up this way. I don't even know if that's possible to do off of a corner like that. Let's find out, shall we? Put you there like that. It is possible to bring it off the corner of that one. Right, that's good. That's going to make life a little bit easier for us. So I'll then go here to production. I'm going to make a... Oh, I don't have an assembling machine. I need to make a couple of those. I can make 5. One... I'll make 2 of those for a minute. I'm not going to make any more than that. That'll do for just for a second. And then we'll go in here. So I've made 1. I'm going to bring that one. You know, I don't actually have to have that conveyor belt there moving anywhere. I could leave it where it is, except that what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that one there like that. That's going to be the perfect spot for it, I think. Because then I can go over into logistics, and I can take one of them, and I can drop it on there, and then I can connect it in like that. See? You in here will take a recipe, and that's going to be that circuit board recipe right there. So the circuit board requires 1 piece of copper and 2 pieces of iron. That recipe right there requires 1 piece of copper and 2 magnets. So for every 2 pieces of copper ore that we're using 4 of these. So I do need to get another mining machine going over there in order to properly like match all of our demand, I think. So I'm going to start another one of those building a minute. And then I want to get this thing of iron over here. So let's take a look at that, and we'll do what we've done previously. Dismantle the sorter like that, and then I can go and take 2 more sorters. I'll take 1 there and drop that in, and I'll take 1 there and I'll pop it back out again like that. And then we will have belts. You go that way, and that's going to bring that one right up into this side. And I'll just bring it there. I'll just drop it in a straight line right up through to there. It'll come on round and it'll go up through. I'll also put this one in here. So go like that and drop you into there. So as soon as that's ready, it will be once they've gone through. And you can see, like, we have our robot. So if the closer you get to that, the better. It just makes things a little bit faster. But it's not absolutely essential at all times. So that's now everything is going in where it should. And it's making what we want it to make. So that's doing circuit board components in there. And now all I got to do is bring 2 conveyor belts out of these and over to this one. And if you remember, you can raise it up and lower it down on the belts. Now, I don't actually remember how to do that. If you press G, that brings up all of your guidebook right in here. And that brings up all of your different bits and bobs and explanations and that. So conveyor belt and sorter in here. Press the, it's just the up and down arrow keys, that's all. And then press keypad 0 to reset to ground level if you want to do that. So I'll bring that one out of there. I'll bring that out the center on this side. Choose a starting position. Let me just zoom out a little bit. So you don't want to go right in there as colliding with another object. So you want to bring it just a little bit closer like that. And unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. If you'd like to help support the channel, then please check out the affiliated links in the description down below. There's one for Nitrado, who supply gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. There's also Fanatical, who sell a lot of different computer games. If you use the link and also that code in the description, you will actually get a small discount applied to you, and I earn a commission on anything you buy. So you are supporting me by supporting your own gaming habit. If you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, Thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.